everyone, textile aficionados or students and academicians or and people are interested in our tradition, no? Philippine, particularly Philippine textiles. Uh, Maybe this book is really something for you to read. No? Um, it can make us learn how to do the actual textile production and to learn more about the weaving communities, no? Their history as a people, and also to learn about the loom, no? The two looms that we use in textile weaving, backstrap loom and the pedal loom, no? And also about the weaving techniques. No? We have so many weaving techniques, not just ikat, no? Uh, but also the songket, or what is known as suksok in the Aklan and the insukit in the Ilocos. No? And we have also the pinilian, or the supplementary weft technique, and the plain weaving, of course, no? And the multiple pedal or multiple pedal loom technique, multiple pedal, I'm sorry, multiple pedal technique. No? So we make use of 8, no, at most 8 pedals. No? But so the more pedals you use, no, the more texture one can have, no, on the surface of the woven cloth. Parang it's really very textural if you use several pedals. So this will be a nice book. No? So I'm sure you will like it. When I was called to write something on textiles, so I attended the meeting, and I was told right away that the Habi Habi members wanted a book that when one reads it, one would know how to do the weaving itself, set up the loom, arrange the warp, feed in the weft, something like that. So something like how to weave, no? How to produce a textile through the loom. That was was the main objective. Cotton has been one of the uh, traditional materials, no? Like in the Ilocos in the north, the entire north has always been cotton. Then in Cebu, it was a cotton producing area. And yeah, because for the also some areas in Panay were cotton producing, no? But later on you had the fine banana fiber, and then also the piña. Okay, but for the Ilocos, the use of cotton um, or the traditional cotton waned starting from the 1950s, mainly because of the introduction of a new cash crop, which was the Virginia tobacco. No? And it was introduced by an American businessman named Harry Stonehill in the 1950s, something like 55, 1955, 56, something like that. This brought about a decline of the cultivation of cotton in the in the area, and until it was completely out by the 1960s, it was almost gone. Cotton cultivation. You know, our native cotton is different from the commercial cotton that is being sold in the market. Those would all be coming from China, no? And in the 1970s, no, a lot of cotton were being supplied to all our textile mills the cotton coming from Brazil, from uh, yes, from South America, particularly Brazil, and other places, no? Of course, from the US, no? So those are quite different cotton, especially the one now that is there in the market. No? Some have synthetic material in them. No? And our native cotton is different, as I said, because it's really, it's without the use of chemicals. No, the one that they are being produced outside the country are GMO, genetically modified uh, cotton, no? Not the natural one. And the natural one, like what we had before, was really cool, no? And it's so different. Unlike what you have now, it's cotton, but these are GMO. It's rather different, no? Mas mainit siya. No? Cannot be for tropical weather like the Philippines, no? And then, so that's why I think we should revive it for us to not be dependent from outside sources. No? I think we need to revive it, and it's really more bagay na bagay sa Philippine weather. To further popular, I think the main mission of the book is to popularize uh, the tradition that is textile weaving, um, and to instill among Filipinos that we have this tradition. And if we have to support it, I mean, and we have to know more about this tradition, very rich and tradition with a very long history. So I think that's the mission of the book. Actually, when I was called to the meeting, I was saying that because they asked me to write a proposal, and I was saying that there's actually what I would say something like a renaissance of textile weaving in the Philippines, especially this 21st century, from the later part of the 20th to this early years of this century. So, because you have so many, well, Habi been coming up with so many trade what's this, exhibitions uh, and meetings with the weavers. I know you've been visiting the communities, no? And it seems that through your visitations, no? Through the trade fairs, somehow the weavers themselves have been encouraged and inspired to continue and do more work. No? And they've seen also that more and more people, more and more of their countrymen are looking at the significance of all these textile productions in there. I'm Dr. Norma A. Respicio, and thank you for listening.